What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News with an update concerning Danny the Miracle Man Jacobs. This morning, he decided to skip a mandatory weigh-in for the IBF standards. The IBF standard states that you can't be 10 pounds over your weighed, your official agreed upon weight, which is 160 pounds. So you can't weigh 10 pounds over that. So that tells me, obviously, that he weighs significantly much than 170 pounds. He'll probably weigh about 173, 174 when he comes into the ring. But that's a good thing, you know, and a bad thing. Well, the good things first. The good thing is he gets to rehydrate, you know, to a proper, safe, more strong weight that can only advantage him for power, you know. And the bad news about it is, let's say he beats Golovkin, he won't be awarded the IBF belt because he, you know, that's the mandatory rule. He skipped the mandatory weigh-in, so the belt doesn't go to him. So what'll probably end up happening if he beats Golovkin, and Golovkin, all the belts besides the IBF goes to Danny Jacobs, someone else will have to fight for that belt, probably David Lemieux, which that's where the belt came from anyway. You know, it came from David Lemieux, and he only had it one time before going up against Gennady Golovkin. So that fight he'll probably end up fighting David Lemieux for the belt, which would be a good fight, you know, and then he could probably get that belt too. But the thing I think about, man, about that, Golovkin has every intention of keeping every single belt, you know. But it really means nothing to Danny Jacobs simply because he's the WBA regular world champion, you know, and he'll get all the other belts before that. He can, you know, he can go out to get that belt too. Depends on who the IBF agrees or wants to fight for that particular belt. That's if Gennady Golovkin doesn't win, you know, and he's favored to win. So, you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm just speculating. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. So, you know, but what does that mean for Danny Jacobs? You know, even if he beats Golovkin tonight, he won't be awarded the IBF belt, you know, but he'll have the WBA Super and the WBA regular and the IBO and the WBC. So, you know, he still gets 3 belts for one, you know what I mean? Including the belt, you know, title that he already holds. So, you know, but it's a good strategy, you know, because why would you start yourself to make that weight, you know, where you could be you could be a lot stronger with the hydration, you know, with the water, you know, and the fluid that you need to be stronger in the bout tonight. So it is a good move, you know, because if that was the case and he was just trying to be compliant for one belt, you know, and it sacrificed him being weaker or slower, you know, that would be at his disadvantage. You know, why the hell would you even worry about one belt? You know, you get, you know, it's 3 other belts on the line. Actually, it's 4 other belts on the line. So, you know, good strategy for Danny Jacobs' team for doing this, you know, because that sacrifice was worth it. You know, the thing I think about also about the IBF, why would they make such a rule that you had to weigh in 10 pounds or less? Because I don't know if you guys watch boxing like I have, but it was a fight by a fighter by the name of Arturo Thunder Gotti, and he fought another fighter by the name of Joey Gamache, you know, and it was a 140-pound fight. And Arturo Gotti came in at 160. He had ballooned up after he made weight, you know, and he knocked out Gamache in like 2 rounds. You know, and it went, you know, and you think Lemieux knocking out Stevenson, yes, that was a good knockout. But that knockout, when he hit Gamache's eyes were closed before he hit the ground. You know, and they played it again and again. You know, so I can understand rules for that, you know, for that particular reason. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you come in that much bigger than your opponent, you're going to be more than likely that much stronger than your opponent, you know? So, matter of fact, I'll put the link to those highlights to show you the importance of coming in at a certain weight. So that's the only reason that I have that they would make that particular law, you know, and make that mandatory. So, but anyway, just giving you guys an update. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tonight on Fight Night, which is tonight. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.